Laterals, we still talk about four sides. Couple of review things. Our formulas that we're going to need today is our distance formula. Write this down. Distance square root of x2 minus x1 third plus y2 minus y1. Things that distance tells us is if sides or diagonals are congruent. They tell us length things. So if we need to know that sides are congruent or diagonals are congruent, we are going to use our distance formula. Our midpoint. Add your x's, divide by 2, add your y's, divide by 2. That tells us the coordinates of a midpoint, or more importantly, whether our diagonals bisect each other. If they bisect each other, the midpoint will be the same for both diagonals, because they'll cross in the middle. And lastly, our slope. Subtract your y's over your x's subtracted. Big thing we use these for is determine whether opposite sides are parallel or sides are perpendicular. So like when I talk about a parallelogram, to know if our opposite sides are parallel, we use slope. I want you to put here sides are perpendicular. This means we have right angles. So if sides are perpendicular, it creates right angles. So you can tell me if we have a right triangle or if we have a square or a rectangle. Okay, we got those formulas down?
Yeah.
Caleb? Mm-hmm. Okay. This next one we're going to kind of skip around. I don't want to do that one. Okay. If I needed to determine a triangle ABC is equilateral, what does equilateral mean?
Equal.
All sides are the same. So if I need to find if sides are congruent, would I use distance, midpoint, or slope?
Distance.
Distance.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my distance formula because that will tell me if my sides are congruent. Okay? So this will show 3 congruent sides. Because we're talking about the length of a side. If I wanted to show that triangle ABC is a right triangle, am I going to use distance, slope, or midpoint? Slope. The slope is going to show right angles. Would I want my slope to be the same? Going back a couple chapters. If slopes are the same, are they parallel or perpendicular? They're parallel. So if I want right angles, I need them perpendicular. So I want them, you guys remember what we call that?
Opposite.
Opposite reciprocal. So you flip it and make it negative. Okay.
How do you remember that?
I mean, I feel like you did that in like 8th grade, 9th grade, 11th
Okay.
grade.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember.
Go on. Past time.
This one let's cross off. Can I determine
Yes.
with our math, our distance, our midpoint, and our slopes if angles are 30 degrees or 150? Was that one of the things?
What?
On the last page? Does it say you can determine how big angles are? No, it does not. The only angle measure I can determine with our 3 formulas is 90. Other than that, I cannot tell you anything about angle measures. If the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, what's it mean to bisect? Cut in half. So half, is that a distance, midpoint, or slope? a midpoint. This is really the only place that you are going to use midpoint. Squares are the most specific quadrilateral. What do I know about squares?
Equal.
90-degree angles, so let's work with 90s. 90s, what do I need? Distance, midpoint, or slopes? Or slopes. So slopes, and that'll show 90 degrees. Okay, what else about squares?
Equilateral. Equal. They got 45.
4 sides, what about those sides?
They're all
Kind of what you're
equal.
saying. All of our sides are equal. How do I determine side length? Distance. So squares suck because you gotta do two things. Slope and distance. And this will show sides are congruent. Let's get this one. What do I know about rhombuses? Rhombi. Wow, what an intelligent guy. They're rhombuses. That was funny. Equal on all sides. So what would I use to prove that my sides are equal? Distance.
Like she said that they're 90 degrees in the middle.
They are, that's very true.
Thanks for the credit.
That's good. Did you remember that in our quiz yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, good.
After I got it wrong.
And then angle measures. Can I say with distance, midpoint, or slope if A and B are the same?
No.
No, unless they are
90
degrees. Can't tell you nothing unless we got 90s.
I was
Okay, teach them. Oh man. These guys are chill.
Well, they're about to get not chill pretty soon. It's right?
Don't tell no chill.
Alright, I got triangle here. What does scaling isosceles equilateral, what does that mean? All that junk.
The temperature. Wait. What?
What'd you ask?
What does scaling isosceles equilateral mean?
Scaling isn't the same on two sides. No, that's isosceles.
Isosceles.
Scaling is different all around. It's just wonky. It's
So-
right at all sides.
So we're talking about your side lengths, right? Austin, what are we going to use for side lengths? Distance, midpoint, or slope?
Wait, what'd you say?
Bella, what are we going to use to determine side lengths? Distance, midpoint, or slope?
Distance.
Distance. We're going to use distance.
Wait. Are these proofs? Excuse me.
No,
Are they
they're
proofs?
not proofs.
Darn it.
I hate proofs. Proofs are.
Do you think I should hold on. Do you think I should only find one side length?
No.
How many think I'm going to have to find?
All of them, because that's
All
how
of
you
them.
find out what kind of
Yes,
triangle it is.
ma'am. Okay, AB. First off, let's do this the easy way. Let's find our points. A is at 0, 1.
No.
B is at 4, 4. And C is at 7, 0. Okay, we're going to split these up. Use your distance formula that we did on the first side. This row, you guys got AB. This row, you guys got BC. And you 2 rows, you got AC.
What is it?
You find me the distance. So that distance formula, so the very first thing we did, subtract your x's squared, plus subtract your y squared, square root. So stick those points that we wrote,
What's the
A, B, and C, into
BC, correct?
that formula. Okay, and you're doing AC. Subtract your x's.
This is wrong.
So 7 minus 0 squared is 7, and
get here. And then I
Use
have
X first.
square.
I wanna be here. Give me a-
4 squared is,
Yeah, you're right.
3 squared is 16 plus 9.
I don't know what that is.
Square root of 25 is
Does your dad make sure?
25.
So I don't think you're.
Yes.
So, around here.
Not 1, 4. So A is 1, 0, and B is 4, 4. So you gotta take 4 minus 0. Your x
Multiply negative 4 times.
Oh, shoot.
and then your y.
Okay. I wrote.
That's still negative.
Is there gonna be a negative?
No, no such thing as negative distance. Alright, so for like AB, I have 0, 1, and 4 fourths. Take 4 minus 0 squared plus 4 minus 1, or my y squared. 4 minus 0 is 4, 4 squared is 16. 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 squared is 9. This gives me the square of 25, which is 5. Distance for BC, what'd you guys get? 5. And AC, what'd you guys get? Square root of 50, which is 7.1. Yes.
You do what I,
Yes, ma'am.
Why did you subtract 4 by 4?
Because those are x's. X's.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do 0 minus 4, same thing. Just make sure you square it, you get a positive.
I was just thinking it was the
4
same
minus 4.
number, yeah.
And 0 minus 1. You gotta take your x's. So x and x, and then y, y.
But I still have the same answer for ABC, so.
It's because this is. Okay, so if I have a side length of 5, 5, and then square root of 50, what kind of triangle is it? Isosceles, because
2 are the same.
2 sides are congruent. Writing this down, Colin. Alright, for the next part, using the same triangle, it says, is it a right triangle? Okay, well I want us to use some deductive reasoning. If there was a right triangle here, what angle would it be at?
Single B.
Angle B. Do not waste your time doing A and C, because those are pretty obvious. So I got angle B up here. We're going to see if that's the right angle. Right angles, are those distance, midpoints, or slopes? Slopes. So what do I need to find the slope of? Bless you. A, B, and B, C. The lines that make up angle B. Okay, so we got the slope AB. Slope of AB, the easiest way to find it with a picture is rise over run. So from A to B, we rise 1, 2, 3, run 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 3 over 4. Everybody agree with that?
Yeah.
Sure. BC, what is my slope? You guys calculate it.
What'd you ask?
The slope of BC.
4 over 3.
4 over 3 is it a positive or a negative? Negative 4 over 3. So, if my slopes are 3/4 and negative 4 over 3,
Yes.
do I have a right angle?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're
Opposite reciprocals. So, yes, it is a right angle, right triangle. Angle B is 90 degrees. Or you can say perpendicular, right angle, quadrant. Okay. Questions on that one? Okay. Let's go to our parallelogram. If I want to know if it's a parallelogram, what do I know about parallelograms?
the heck? This is a lot of notes.
What? Every side's equal in a parallelogram?
Opposite.
Opposite
Yeah.
sides are equal? Is that parallelogram specific?
No.
No? What's in the word parallelogram?
Parallel.
Parallel. What do I want to be parallel? Next to or opposites? Opposites. If I want to find parallel, am I going to use distance, midpoint, or slope? Slope. We like slope. I like slope at least because it's easy. So which ones, like if I'm looking at GH right here, what do I want GH to be the same as?
J.I.
JI. Slope again is rise over run. So what's my rise over run for GH? 1/3. How about for JI? 1/3. So those are good to go, right? Am I done?
So you gotta
Ew.
do the other one.
I lose my other ones. GJ and HI. Lots of numbers.
I'm counting it wrong. You guys do not.
5/4 negative. And how about HI? Caleb. Go away. Or I'll take it. Same, right? So do I have a parallelogram?
Yes.
Yes, because my opposite sides are parallel. Not opposite sides are 11. Your opposite sides are parallel. Okay. Next one. I want to know if it's a rhombus. What do I know about rhombi? All sides are equal, so should I use distance, midpoint, or slope? Distance. So I gotta find the distance of one side. All of that. Let's put numbers on these. Let's see. C is at -2, 3, right?
Negative.
-3.
Wait, hold on.
-2, +3. B is at 5, 2. D is at 4, -5. And A is at -3, -4. I would check those. Hopefully somebody was checking me.
Yes.
Totally. You're right.
Totally. Yeah, you guys just want to move on. Okay, so rhombus, we gotta find the distance. We got CB, or let's go AC. We got CB. We got BD. And we got AD. Thank you. You guys got AC. You guys got CB. You guys got BD. And you guys got AD. Find your distance. Subtract your x's. Square them. Plus subtract your y's. Square them. And then square root. Make sure when you take a negative squared, you get a positive number.
So it'd be -3 minus -2. What's it mean?
So -3 plus 2.
Oh yeah.
So -3 plus 2 is -1. -1 squared is 1. You gotta go -4 minus 3. -7 squared is
49.
1 plus 49 is.
50.
Okay. So I know 80. We got square root of 50, yeah? BD, what'd you get? Square root of 50. CB, what'd you get? Square root of 50. AC. So do I have a rhombus?
Yes.
Why?
They're all equal.
All sides congruent. What if I asked if this was a square? What additional thing would you do?
Yeah.
Their slope. Where would you do your slopes?
Like AC, 30, 80.
Yeah, in the corners. You would check to make sure those all make 90 opposite reciprocals. I'm not going to have you do that. that is it for the notes.
Really?
Yeah.